And the reason is because if I don't do that, a lot of times when you're talking to people, they'll say, well, I don't really care about condominiums. I don't own a condo. I'm not involved in condos. I don't ever want to live in a condo. Well, hey, that's all cool. No problem. That's your choice. Of course. Depends on your lifestyle. You can decide what it is that you want to do. And it's the great benefits of living in our wonderful country. However, as you all know, I've been a realtor for 35 years. Things have not changed from 1979 to today. Real estate is a domino effect. So it doesn't matter which market we're in. It really doesn't make a difference, because what happens is if that prices decline or increase or whatever happens, interest rates, so on, so on, so on, our economy, whatever, it's a domino effect. So in other words, what I'm saying is that if the maintenance fees continue to rise to the point of ridiculous because there's a lack of governance or whatever's going on, low reserve funds, whatever the situation is in the condo world, maybe it's about the windows, maybe replacement. Maybe there's replacements out there that these buildings do not have the funding for. It could be a really hardworking board and they've done their absolute best. However, across the board, when you go and you say you go to the dentist and you are fortunate to have dental insurance and you go to the dentist and they want to charge you $500 for a filling. But guess what? You can say yes to that. However, if you want to have a dentist that follows within the guidelines of what your, say, Canada Life dental program insurance covers, or mutual or whichever company it is, they will have a specific chart of how much they're willing to pay towards your fillings, your crowns, your this, your glasses, your hearing aids, medical, whatever the policy is, physiotherapy, doesn't make a difference, okay? But that guide is an industry guide, and the guide will pretty much give the dentist a template to follow. Now, granted, they can charge over and above that, but then you have a choice. If you want to go to that dentist, then you go to that dentist, you pay the additional, or you find a dentist that's willing to charge the rates within the guide. Well, guess what? There is no industry standards out there for work that needs to be done in a condominium. And that means anything, everything, and it's downright ridiculous. Because of the fact that there's no industry standards, a industry standard, say through an association or through the governing act or however the whole body of it gets together. The problem right now is the fact that the industry sets the standards. So let's all get together and figure out, hey, you know what? The ticket number right now is $799,000 for refurbishments on a reserve fund for decorative hallways, wallpaper, light fixtures. Can you imagine? $800,000 is the industry standard figure. And, if you sit down and I actually price the job and say you're talking about a 12-story building, and I actually price that job, there is no way in the hope of hell should that amount come out to $800,000. But that's an industry standard that the industry has created. So does that mean that these condominiums are being overcharged when it's the industry that's doing the work and it's the industry that's setting the standards and there's no governmental restrictions because our Minister of Consumer Services and our ministry has not regulated any type of cost-effective charts to work within the condo world? I mean, I thought we were supposed to be building a better condo act. Should that not be inclusive of regulating what the typical cost would be? Maybe let's get all the trades into a room and try to figure out exactly what these costs are going to be and make a chart so that they have to follow within that chart. Then you don't have board of directors who need to be turned into tradesmen and need to know what the costs are. And, not hitting anyone, but generally speaking, when people live in condominiums, they're living in condominiums for convenience. They may not be savvy as far as what the price per square foot of porcelain or ceramics or marble or granite is going to be. They wouldn't know. Maybe they don't know what the hourly rate should be for an electrician or a plumber or whatever the case may be. They may not know that. They're depending on their property manager, who obviously may get some recommendations from the unlicensed property management company. And who knows where these figures are coming to. Something to think about. Because when you're buying a condominium, and as I got back to the beginning of this, is as the condominium market revolves and potentially may increase in value, may increase in maintenance fee, may increase in problems, may not increase in problems. What happens? Can we take out a crystal ball? We're getting all these different comments all over the province. As a matter of fact, it's not even the province, it's the country. We have a template of problems that came up with leaky condos in Vancouver. And from their experiences, we in Ontario are very fortunate because we can look at every one of their experiences. And maybe this is not a question of just the MPPs being involved. Maybe it's our MPs. Our members of parliament in Canada need to get on the bandwagon now because it's not just a provincial issue. It's a federal issue. And this template that I'm talking about to regulate the charges and at least put some kind of mandate out there so that all condominiums can follow it. Will that protect the reserve funds? Will it protect the operating budgets? Maybe a government provincial savings bond, a reserve fund savings bond, is a way for the government and everyone to work together. We're registered retirement savings plan time, aren't we? And everybody is thinking, hey, we need to put some money aside for our retirement. Well, excuse me, things haven't changed. In real estate, we consider our property to be part of our umbrella for our retirement. The idea here is not just to have our RRSP, but the idea is to also have the value that's coming out of our real estate. And that means making sure that our real estate, whether it is a condominium or a house or a cottage, whatever it is, investment properties, whatever it is, that it has a sustainable future. Because if the condominium market ends up seeing a level or a decline or something that could be influenced, because their value may be influenced by the increase of maintenance fees. And if that happens, okay, look out for the repeat effect of the domino effect, which will then influence all other real estates. Okay, it doesn't happen in one market and doesn't hit the other market. Domino effect. If I look at sales that generate on a day-to-day basis or a weekly basis or a monthly basis, I can see that people that are selling their condos and trading up into their townhouse or their freehold, trading up from their freehold or their whatnot to their semi, or their semi to the small detached, and the small detached to the large detached, business opportunities, investment opportunities. It's a transitional move going from here to there, to there, to there, and then revolving all the way back, because you take the value out of your property when you start to reach a time where you're changing your lifestyle. Maybe you want to lessen down on your bills, so you sell the big, huge home. You hopefully bank some cash, or you use your monies for retirement. Maybe you need special needs, special cares. Depending on your health system, maybe you have to go into long-term care facilities. Whatever the case may be, that cash needs to be in your hands. So, you've heard it here at The Condo Expert. You're listening to Linda Pinizzotto of The Condo Expert. We'll talk more about this. You hang tight.
Linda Pinizzotto. She's not your typical realtor. She's your real estate counselor, teacher, and advisor. Whether it's a house, townhome, or condo, when you're ready, she's your negotiator. With 34 years of experience, Linda guarantees that you have the real estate knowledge you need to make the right decisions. Call Linda Pinizzotto at Sutton Group Quantum Realty, 416-561-7373, or visit her at lindapinizzotto.com.
Hello there. You're listening to Linda Pinizzotto at the Condo Expert, and we're here at the studio at the Hayes FM. I'd love to hear from you. If you have a story, you want to be a guest on my show, give me an email, Linda@Pinizzotto, PINIZZOTTO.com.